Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell in this video, I am drawing Spider-Man and Black Cat. I had quite a few different ideas as far as the composition for this one. I wanted to kind of do something a little bit dynamic, but I had a hard time coming up with like just a composition that I liked. I wanted her to be either on his back or somehow them interacting together in an interesting way. And so I wanted her kind of to be like pushing on his head as they jumped, through the city, and kind of have it just be a little bit playful. But man, I had a really hard time. Sometimes the initial idea, I did several sketches of this composition and just yeah, could not get anything that I really liked. Even this final sketch, I wasn't super happy with. It kind of looks like she's floating above him more than like jumping over the top of him. Kind of because my initial idea was that she'd be kind of like leapfrogging him. But yeah, I don't know. It's still an interesting cover. I like the angle that his leg and arm that's going into the background kind of creates. There's a lot of interesting angles there. So I was fairly happy with, I guess, the dynamic nature of the composition. I've done a few of these like shiny latex outfits. Did one recently on Catwoman and another one before that and some sketches. And I really like. I feel like I'm kind of getting a better idea of it. I've been looking at different artists who have done that in the past, and I've kind of picked out my own little style for these quick drawings. If I were to do it on something a little bit more elaborate, I might spend a little bit more time. But to get the effect, I feel like I've gotten fairly quick at it, which I like. That's the other thing about these comic covers. I don't spend a whole lot of time. For me, these covers are about getting the idea down, making them kind of fun, getting a process that's quick so that I can do them in less than an hour. And I kind of, and then still have something that I like when it's done. So that's kind of the goal here. If I wanted to spend 20 hours or 15 hours on a comic book cover, for one, I probably wouldn't do it on one of these covers. I'd do it on a much bigger sheet of paper, like 11 by 17 comic book paper, because these comics are kind of hard to draw on. They're small. This is smaller than, like an average sketchbook page. So these drawings, they're meant to be fairly quick, fun, and still have a level of quality to where people, like them. Because like I said in previous videos, I do sell these at my local comic store and stuff, and they're pretty popular. So they're definitely something I like. It's a way for me to get my artwork out there and do something that people really like and want to collect and stuff like that. So I'm having a lot of fun with these, and I like where I'm at right now with the process and how much time they take. When it comes to deciding on colors, like the last few, I've tried to keep, one or two colors, maybe, if that. I've done, just black and white as well. But for this one, I want to do full colors. I felt like it would just pop a little bit more. Spider-Man's, the blue and the red, they're so eye-catching. It would be hard to do just red in this because I feel like Black Cat would really fall to the back, back of the design and not be very important looking. So I ended up deciding on full color, which I'm glad I did. I actually like the colors that I ended up with in this drawing. So filling all this negative space in with markers, I don't feel like is the best way to do this. I really want to actually try and invest in a airbrush gun. I think that would be really cool, and then just get some ink wash or something like that, and then spray my backgrounds in before I start inking things. I think that would actually help speed things along and would give the cover a bit more like a finished look, which I'd like a lot more. So, similar to some of my previous covers that you've seen, I like to do kind of like a shape in the background and kind of just to break the space up and create some kind of graphic element uh, in the background. And then this one, I wanted to try a different color. First, I tried yellow. I hated that. And then I tried kind of a more orangey yellow. Still didn't like it. Still felt like it took too much prominence from the central figures. So I then go over it in red, which I like it a lot better as a red color, because what I then do is I take that red and I cover the city in it, and the buildings, the kind of the faded buildings in the background in the red as well. And it really helps to tie the whole drawing together. And then as a finishing touch, which you guys didn't really get to see me start this because I forgot to hit the record button, but I decided, oh, it'd be cool if that was like Carnage's head in the moon, just for as a graphic element. It would add some different kind of texture to the drawing. So I really ended up liking the way that kind of looked at the end. Well, that's the video, guys. I hope you liked it. I would say I learned a few things, I guess, from this drawing. Things I'd like to maybe do differently. I think after doing this one, I feel like I want to do a few more elaborate illustrations, some stuff that might take a little bit more time. Like I said, these covers are meant to just take, under an hour and be fun, quick drawings. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.